welcome to my channel Deep Astro Universe. Today I'll be talking about Aquarius Lagna and Pisces Lagna. How will be your February 2024? So before I begin with the analysis, one precaution and one caution for all the Lagnas and Moon sign that in February for the 14 days, um, biggest energy blast is happening in Capricorn sign, and it's just because two cruel planets, I should say cruel planets, because Mars and Sun will be conjunct together with Mercury and along with that Venus. And because this energy, definitely Mars is in the exalted sign, but because Mercury is conjunct, it can bring some kind of verbal spat, some kind of communication, some kind of disturbance in your communication, some kind of debate, ego clashes, fights. Not physical fight, but definitely some kind of verbal fight. But when Venus will also be conjunct with this Mars, Sun, and Mercury, it will get disturbed by this energy. And when Mars and Venus get conjunct like this, some kind of violence happens, some kind of physical violence also happen, and Sun is also there. So that's the reason why I'm saying that you need to beware for all the Lagnas and Moon sign, especially in February from 5th February to 19th February. So starting with Aquarius, this is happening in your 12th house. So definitely some kind of losses are incurred in your life in February. And because this is happening in your 12th house, and here it will give you opportunity to travel, okay, definitely to foreign places. But because Mars being the lord of your, you know, third house and your 10th house, you are going to travel for career, you are going to initiate something, and you are going to travel, but this will bring lot many losses along with it. And because the seventh house lord is also sitting over there, it can bring separation from spouse and partners. This is also indicated, or clashes, losses because of them. And along with that, Mercury, lord of your fifth and eighth house, sitting in the 12th house. This indicates that maybe loss of progeny could be there at this time, sudden loss of progeny, loss of money, loss of a relationship, break of any kind of bond, you know. So these all things are indicated. Why this is happening? Because something is triggering in your career, some new initiation. So maybe you are going far away, leaving all the relationships, all the relation behind, breaking all the relationship, or loss of some kind of relation or some money related to you or some other people in your life, some other person. Maybe you are traveling along with your children or your spouse to foreign places, some new beginnings, and there you have to spend a lot of money. And that spending, that travel can bring some kind of miscommunication or any verbal fight, okay, ego clashes, definitely indicated. Talking about Saturn being in your first house, being the lord of your 12th house and first house, definitely losses are incurred in this time, will be incurred in this time because, but it will even give you opportunity to travel to foreign places, to shift to new places. And even because Rahu is sitting in your second house, whatever money you will gain, that will be either virtual or from foreign places. And even Rahu sitting in second house give you tendency to actually fight with people, especially that can be an abusive fight at this time. You can eat a lot of non-veg or a lot of foreign cuisines at this time. Ketu sitting in 8th house indicates your interest in occult science. Jupiter being in your third house, aspecting your 6th, 8th, and 10th, indicates your own effort towards your career. can bring certain amount of worries in your life, health issues in your life, tensions in your life. So you need to put an effort, and by being lazy you won't be able to initiate something in your life. But because the lord of Jupiter, the lord of that house, is sitting in the 12th house, it's exalted. That means whatever you are going to initiate something in your life at this time, that will take you to foreign places. But still, losses are indicated. Maybe some health issues, okay? Maybe loss of some relationship, anything. But loss is indicated because it's the conjunction happening in your 12th house. And it is even indicating travel to foreign places very strongly. Shift to new places, start of something new, either in MNC. It's all indicated. Then talking about Mercury, Mercury will be there conjunct with Mars. I've already indicated Mars, Mercury, Sun, and even Venus conjunct over there in the 12th house. So the big conjunction. Venus will be first in your Sagittarius sign in the 11th house, giving you a lot of gains and opportunity. Later, it will shift to Capricorn sign in the 12th house from 12th February, giving indicating a lot of losses. But those losses means you are enjoying, either you are spending for your own luxurious items, for your own, you know, whenever Venus transit or sits in 12th house, it makes you spendthrift. But why it makes you spendthrift? Just because you love spending money for your luxurious desires. You can maybe at this time you feel like traveling from business class rather than economy class, and this normal uh, thing can trigger a verbal fight with anyone, maybe your spouse, maybe your partners, maybe your relationships, anybody at this time. So these are the indication for Aquarius Lagna. Coming to Pisces. For Pisces Lagna, Saturn is transiting in your 12th house. It is keeping you distant and alone, making you spiritual. Why? Because you feel alone. You are alone. You're just engulfed in yourself. You're far away, distant place for gaining some opportunities or money. Because Saturn being the lord of your 11th house and the 12th house, for some gains and opportunities, you have gone to your foreign place, some distant place where you are alone. If not alone, then you are feeling alone. You are spiritual. You want money because it's aspecting your second house. You want daily routine job, but it is even bringing health issues because it's aspecting your sixth house. It's aspecting your ninth house. It's bringing changes. Your father and bosses are going to help you. You're taking help from them. You're taking going for higher education. Rahu being in the first house, you are only thinking about yourself, your own growth, your own stability. Ketu being in the seventh house, you are simply not interested in other people and their life, whether it be your spouse too. Jupiter being in the second house is aspecting your sixth, eighth, and 10th house. Jupiter here is somewhere disturbing your health. Why? Because when Jupiter is there in the second house, it makes you eat all the good cuisines, and somewhere it disturbs the digestive system. So several people who have Jupiter or Venus in the second house have seen them diabetic, having kidney, stomach, pancreas, liver related to issues, fatty liver, diabetes, kidney, these kind of issues trigger when Jupiter or Venus is there in the second house. Now here it is transiting, so it is for a short duration, for 1 year, but still it is aspecting your sixth house. Some gastric problem, some trigger in diabetes, or some whatever issues you had earlier related to digestion, maybe some fatty liver or some kidney related issues, some digestive system issues. These all will come out, trigger at this time, if not taken precaution of what you are eating, your daily routine habits. Okay, so it will give you worries, and but Jupiter will help you get a good job or a growth in your status and career, definitely. And talking about Sun, Mercury, Mars, they will be conjunct in Capricorn, 11th house. Later, Venus will also join for a smaller time period. So, when these planets will be there in your 11th house, your desires will fulfill because Mars here will be strongly placed. Mars being Lord of your second house and ninth house, your luck, your bosses, your father will favor, and you can get stability, income stability, stability in family because of the gains and opportunities you are getting through them to start something new. But because Sun is also conjunct over here, which is the sixth house lord, definitely this conjunction is not bad because Mars and Sun together gives you can give you a new job, new career, okay, new daily routine work life. But because Mercury will also be conjunct the fourth house and seventh house lord, so definitely because the Ketu is sitting, so some kind of separation can be there with your spouse. You may not feel like investing your time in home or with a spouse. So there they you can have some kind of verbal uh, spat or kind of miscommunication or debate, ego clashes. But definitely, a lot of gains and opportunities are foreseen in your chart for February. And when Venus will also enter over here, it will also give you a lot of gains and opportunities just because Venus will be hemmed with the cruel planets, two cruel planets. It can definitely disturb the, you know, the peace of mind of either your siblings or your father or any female person in your life, okay, just for a very small time they can get disturbed because of your own attitude or behavior maybe, okay. uh, but definitely a lot of gains and opportunities are indicated for you for Pisces Lagna Rashi people in February. And as I have said, for all the people, the big conjunction is happening in Capricorn sign uh, in February for 2 weeks. Mars, Mercury, Sun conjunct together. Later, Venus will also be hemmed between them for a small duration of time, but that conjunction can also bring lot of negative energy. But for few it can be completely positive, for few it can be completely negative. It all depends on your own chart and your own mahadasha antar and pratyantar dasha. Now, one more thing I would like to tell you that I'm starting a new astrology website services, which is Astro Universe. That will be www.astrouniverse.co.in, where you can take consultation from astrologers and you can even buy products. You can take our services, and along with that, you can buy courses. You can see Panchang and daily horoscopes over there. So, this was all. If you really like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, Deep Astro Universe. Thank you so much.